Proton peg is not a toy.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a purchase I wanted to show you guys today. I was on eBay and I found something that I've been wanting to upgrade on my pack. One of the things that I want to start doing is kind of put more of what would be considered vintage actual pieces on the pack. So there are three these little elbows. I can't see back there, but if you're familiar with Proton pack, you know what I've always called the Legris elbows. Evidently, as I looked it up, it's just a French company, so they're Legris or something of that nature, elbows. But I'm going to keep calling them Legris elbows, or we just call them elbows. The ones on the original packs, the hero packs from the first movie, as they carried over to the second movie, and then kind of mixed here and there on the semi-hero packs, are what are referred to as Generation 1 elbows from that company. And they're kind of a dark gray color, very rare and hard to come by now. So if you see them on eBay, a lot of times they'll go for as much as like $100 a piece for just a tiny little part, and you need 3 of them for a pack. So there's one on the ion arm on the bottom here, there's another one on the HGA, and then another one here on the side of the cyclotron. So they're all supposed to be the same color, and on the second movie, some of the semi-hero packs, you'll kind of see them mixed around a little bit. They'll have what are referred to as Generation 2 elbows. And that's what I bought. I bought some real ones. And the thing that kind of gives away Generation 2 is the right angle here on the back side of the actual elbow. Put it there where my shirt's not blocking it out. So this is a real deal. So these, instead of $100 each, I got 3 of them for roughly $15 each. So makes good financial sense, right? It's good advice. So technically, yes, screen accurate, because some of the semi-heroes did have it. This pack isn't specifically being built to a hero or semi-hero standard, because I do have aluminum pieces where a semi-hero would have some resin pieces, and it was, wasn't built with that in mind. So for me, I was just kind of going for screen accuracy overall, and as I've kind of converted it to be more geared toward Ghostbusters 2, I'm okay with having this, which is an upgrade over what I've got on there. Mine are replicas and just kind of painted. So I consider it an upgrade. I'd love to have the Generation 1 version, but I would also love to keep what would be a difference of about $250. So with that being the case, happy to get a set of these. So if you're interested in the seller, I can put that in the description here on the video. I'll put his name on there, not his actual name, but his eBay username. He also had a auction that was ending around the same time on the same day. It was within like 30 minutes. And I went ahead and bid on this one too and won it as well. So these are the Legris or Legris straights. Right where these red wires are, where you see kind of the brass color there, that's where they connect into the pack. The ones I have on here, I don't even remember if the ones I got were reproduction or if they were real deal when I bought them, but I know for sure these are the real deal. And they've got kind of a used, not so shiny kind of grime to them, and that's kind of what I'm gonna continue to gear this pack towards, is kind of that used Ghostbusters 2 out of service for 5 years kind of a look. And then so I'm going to go ahead and switch those over as well. So as I was showing the other one. Okay, so the elbows I'm changing are going to be right here with this yellow line. The one right up here on the HGA, and then the one over here, the other end, where the red line terminates here on the side of the cyclotron. So I'm not going to do that here on camera, but once I do finish it up, I'll kind of show you what it looks like when I'm done. Before I go ahead and put these on, I'm just going to show you the difference just as comparison. This is the one I just took off, and this is the one I'm about to put on. There we go. So I got one more to take off here, and then I got to take off the straights and then put on the new ones. Figured while I'm at it, showing you things close up, just took off this one. Had the red hose going through it. The little end here where the hose goes through, it looks like it's supposed to move, because on this one, the one I just bought, the part that's inset, I don't know if you can see, there's some movement in there, but this one is just solid. The one I just bought has also got a little more thread, a little bit longer, but as far as the actual hexagonal piece there, they're about the same. Another thing about them, they came with these little gray parts that go on the end. Both of them have one. And I'm going to double check the reference pictures to see if I'm supposed to have them on there or not. Okay, boys and girls, I am finished with this little project. I did get the 3 elbows put on there, as well as the 2 straights. Turns out that the threading on the, where'd they go? The elbows I had in there, the threading was a little bit smaller. I had to actually drill out the hole in the HGA and then just put some elbow grease into turning this one in here. Didn't have the right wrench size when I was taking these out, so I was using the pliers. Turns out that I did have the right wrench size when it was time to put them back in. So I used some painter's masking tape to kind of protect the elbows, as well as the paint on the middle parts as well, and on the side of the cyclotron as well. But I did get a little bit of, we'll call unintentional weathering around there and on the bottom down here. I don't know if you can see it, something right there. So we're kind of going for a used look on this pack, so I might just go ahead and leave it like that. I do have some weathering just naturally from the V-hook up here, not the V-hook, but right here on the edge of the HGA where the thrower, the S-hook catches on it right there. And I tend to rub off a little paint there pretty much every time that I wear the pack, as well as some right here. But overall, I'm happy with the look that it gives the pack. Feels more authentic. I did end up, I talked about whether I was going to keep these or not. I looked, and the reference pictures I found for the number 2 pack, the Stance Semi-Hero, it had a Generation 1 elbow over here and Generation 2 elbows on these 2 locations. The one up here did not have this little extra piece. The one over here did. So there's nothing formulaic about it, or you can kind of do it however you want to. I like the look better with the consistency of not having it on any of them. So happy with the look that it gives my pack. If you have a source for some vintage clippered valves, the R701s, I'd like to have 2 of them. I've got the ones that you can just buy straight off GB Fans right now, and there's fine. There's nothing wrong with them, but I kind of like the vintage look of the other one because they've got a little bit more shoulder right here on the knurling on the caps, and the lettering is a little bit different where it's raised right there. So if those are ever available, I'd like to upgrade my pack that way, but it's kind of as things come up is when I make any changes on it. So appreciate you watching. Hope this was educational a little bit for you. If this is something that you might want to change on your pack if you have a build as well. And then also keep up with my Proton Pack detective videos. I'll be working on some more of those. I've done the first 2 movies, just kind of blanket all the packs used, not including really the stunt packs, but the heroes and the semi-heroes from the first 2 movies. If you haven't seen those have been pretty popular, so appreciate those of you who have watched those. I intend to do videos that are about specific packs and kind of following them through not only pictures and video clips from the movies, but also reference pictures and kind of where are they now kind of deal. So I won't be able to do that for all 10 packs, but there's a good handful of them we'll be able to at least document a little bit. So that's on the docket. I don't know that I'll get a video cranked out every week as I have been lately. Summertime's coming up and I'll have the kids at the house, so that'll change, my availability a little bit. But something that is coming that I'm planning on doing. Also, I plan to do a Proton Pack detective video just with the pictures and clips that we have seen of the packs, or at least one pack that we have seen in the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife. I did look at some still shots, noticed some things that were standing out to me that I thought were interesting, and plan to bring that to your attention as well. And if we get a second trailer here in the meantime, which we might, Ghostbusters Day is coming up on, I think June, was it 11th? Something like that. It's the next month. And then there's always a chance that another trailer could drop, or we get a poster or some other images where it give us more details that we can see from a pack. That would be something that I would like to include as well. So that's a lot to say. There's a lot more coming. And as I make changes to the pack, I'll have update videos on those as well. So thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Appreciate you.